we've got Zapatos, Taroco, and a best of 5. Let's get to it. Zapatos, one of my favorite players to watch in 1v1s. Such a unique style, obviously a very unique car. Something that we don't see all that frequently. Love watching his game. I think, you know, what's really unique, and Taroco really trying to show out here while I'm giving the intro. Got a nice flip reset, sends it to the top corner. But one of the things that I think is true about Zapatos is I think him having that vehicle is... Oh, man, that's beautiful from Taroco. What a great start here. He's up 3-0. That car, I think, has had an impact on, like, the way that Zapatos approaches 1v1s. Maybe not so, and maybe not so much influence in team modes, like 2s and 3s. But I think that, you know, the shape of the car, the length of the car, and what he's able to do with that vehicle as opposed to a more standard hitbox like the Octane or Fennec, it just results in a really fun and unique style of play, which is always a good time to watch. And Taroco, of course, a long-time top-tier player, and has always been involved in 1v1s. You know, I don't know that he's ever been at the very tip-top internationally, or realistically, maybe not even in North America at any given point. But he's always been a fantastic competitor, and he's been towards the top, and I think that's on display here early in Game 1. Just a reminder, this is going to be a best of 5. Zapatos has put in 2 to cut that lead down a bit. It's the first minute of gameplay, and we've already got 6 goals. I'm from Arkansas, okay? And so, a phrase that we might use for this would be, this is a barn burner. Y'all know what that means? Taroco's gonna put in a 5th. Hoodyhooo. Okay. I don't know if I would say that, but... Barn burner, just a high intensity, lots of action. I used to hear it. I used to hear that phrase when I was younger, and it was like a high-scoring sports, you know, whether it's basketball or baseball. Zapatos with a very nice catch and cut. He's going to put in a 3rd here. Ghosty from Southwest Missouri. The boot heel. I went to school up in Jonesboro. A lot of the friends that I made in school were from... All right, actually, that's Southeast Missouri, isn't it? Oh, my goodness! Let me be quiet. We got a pogo from distance. Outside the box. Lots of power on it. Zapatos. Beautiful shot. There it is. The man that popularized it. The Zap Dash. I'm going to go ahead and give a take here. The Zap Dash, and really just dashing in general and the different ways to use it. Long term, we're going to look back and we're going to think, wow, we were so slow and so basic. Because players over the next 2 to 3 years are going to be using that. Look at that. Look at that. A backflip challenge, and as his wheels come to the ground, he's dashing forwards. Whoa. Okay. These guys are on one right now. Taroco from the right wall. Great setup, good control. And the flip reset is good. Lots of power on that flick. They're clipping. Zapato's going to win the race to the boost, and he actually knocks that around Taroco. Not the cleanest recovery, but it is a very clean flick. Azapatos puts in a 6th. Oh, Taroco, a little bit too much power slide. Ends up conceding that corner boost when he really should have had control of it. And Azapatos just baited him into turning. Stayed close enough, and now he's put in a 6th and tied this thing up. Very neutral kickoff. And Azapatos will put in a 7th. Decent flick from Taroco, but it's not going to be enough. He does have Azapatos stuck on low boost. He's going to maintain that boost advantage as he wins the race to the corner. Azapatos should be full now as he scoops that midfield. And a good recovery from his own corner will allow him to work down into the offensive end. Azapatos, shot placed to perfection. To the top right, off the crossbar, down and in. He's put in an 8. Look at the quick recovery. Final 30 seconds. Azapatos with a musty towards the backboard. And that's actually a lot of power. He knew it immediately. Oh, no. He knew it immediately. You saw him hit the brakes. He got that wave dash, and it just put a bit too much juice on the touch. It's for content. It's for content. Taroco has an opportunity now. He's only down 1. But Azapatos will secure a 9th, and he can settle in for the final 4 seconds. Okay, wait a second. Now Taroco with a pogo. Hold on. Azapatos, a unique play. He's not going to keep it alive. And game 1 goes to Azapatos. And I got to say, wowza. These guys mean business. They're pulling out all the stops, the deep bag of tricks. Both of them have the offensive repertoire on display. Azapatos looking for that crossbar bounce again. Not going to find it on the initial shot, but he will put in the rebound. He's up 1-0. Wow, that is great speed from Azapatos. That's really, really incredible. The pre-flip to knock that towards the target. Just staying on the ball, continuing to pressure. Now he's got an opportunity here for a play from the sidewall. Does have the reset. Taroco up high. aZapatos with a ground pinch to the far side. It's good. Taroco. Nice bounce shot there. He's going to put in his first of game number 2. Huge kickoff win for aZapatos. He can even take his time there as he styles his way towards the net. Put in a fourth. And this is one of the things that I think in the times that aZapatos has played on this stream specifically, and I think it's also true for other streams that I've watched, whether it's Fear or Johnny or whoever. One of the things that aZapatos opponents struggle with the most is his kickoff game. He's got very quick recoveries, and if he's executing his wave dash kickoff well, he's very difficult to deal with. Taroco may have found a way to deal with it, though. Oh, my goodness. aZapatos playing with fire there as he knocks that towards his target. Maybe he had it all under control the entire time. Wow, that's incredible. aZapatos. Just some tiny touches here in the corner, and the dashing to quickly recover just makes things very difficult for Taroco. Thinks that he has a bit more time than he actually does. It's another big kickoff win there from aZapatos. Taroco should be the first to it. And you can see the panic. A lot of boost used in that play when aZapatos really wasn't even close. Taroco should be able to counterattack here. Actually, maybe swung it too wide. He's outplayed aZapatos. Is bouncing on the goal line. Surely he'll put in a third. He does. He's back within 2. Good power from Taroco. That's going to be a fourth. aZapatos with an aggressive game plan. Wanted to steal that corner boost and trap Taroco on defense with no resources in the tank, but Taroco had done well to path over a few pads and had a bit of boost to defend with. Decent bounce. May give Taroco time to get back. It does not. Just going to be difficult to defend on low boost for an extended period of time. He will eventually concede. aZapatos on top by 2. He's going to maintain the boost advantage following that kickoff. Taroco will eventually back off. Very early dive from Taroco. Great awareness as well as he break checks aZapatos to avoid being demoed. What a phenomenal read from Taroco. The in and out save executed to perfection. Taroco back within 1. flick lacks power. So Taroco will take over, and it may be enough to score. It is. Taroco has tied it up. Inside the final 60 seconds. Taroco wins the race to the midfield boost. I like this decision. Decides to come back down to the ground. And he has noticed that aZapatos has been very aggressive, wants to stay on the ball, wants to pressure immediately. And he's playing accordingly. Taroco with an early flick will outplay aZapatos, and now he's on top. Gonna have to be careful here. aZapatos with a full tank. An early reset. Great control. And the wave dash misdirection at the final moment will put it towards the back post. aZapatos ties us up. Got another opportunity here. This time from the left wall. Another early reset. Similar setup. And this time he baits a musty, potentially a pogo, and he absolutely does nothing. Taroco responds with a similar play. Lands an early reset. Baits the flick all the way down. And drops that near post as well. aZapatos once again from the right wall this time. An early reset. And he's going to go to the far post. He's mixing things up. 11 seconds remain. Taroco will have possession. He flicks early. And he's not going to get back to it in time. But aZapatos will own goal it anyways. What on earth? We have a game 2 overtime. It has been a messy, scrappy series thus far. aZapatos, full tank from the left wall this time. Taroco up early. He's had enough of it. Taking a proactive approach. He gets demoed. Can aZapatos get this on target in time? He opts to slow play. And Taroco with an early dive. But that's actually off target. And the bounce is so difficult that Taroco's not even gonna get a shot attempt. aZapatos unable to make the clear. Wanted to sweep that to the back corner, but could not do so. Taroco will take game 2 and tie up the series. Now that was a fun game. aZapatos off to a great start. He actually flicked it too high. He will hit the rebound. So 4 seconds in, and aZapatos up 1. Almost an identical kickoff. This time Taroco will make it back. Taroco is beginning to up the aggression, specifically on defense with his early challenges and quick turns. Opting to cut down the distance between he and the opponent. It's proving to be effective. aZapatos with an early flick. And it's enough. aZapatos up by 1. He has taken all the boost down here on the orange end. He has the flip reset. aZapatos, a perfect game plan. Executed perfectly as well. Puts that flip reset to the top shelf. There's no way for Taroco to hop up there. He's just got no boost. Oh my goodness. I can't lie. I initially thought aZapatos had given Taroco a freebie, and then Taroco double jumped instead of flicked. And I thought aZapatos was going to get a free save. But nevertheless, Taroco is able to score it. He calls the bluff as well and puts a shot on target. It's actually not on target, towards the target, maybe I should say. This is, you know, game one was, oh no. I thought that was in. Game one was super clean. We had some highlight plays left and right, high scoring. Game two and game three have just been, you know, frankly, a little messy. aZapatos, he's just not in position to put a hitbox on the challenge. He's staying close to the ball, and he's of the mind that him being close is going to deter Taroco from challenging, but it's just not anymore. Taroco continuing to barrel through. And he's found himself a lead here. But once again, a misplay on defense, and aZapatos will capitalize. Great read from Taroco in the corner. Good patience as he waits for the proper moment to dive. Just over the halfway mark. Both players hoping to find themselves on match point as we move forward into game four. Great catch and flick from aZapatos. We're all tied up once again. aZapatos going to follow it up with a kickoff goal, 6-5. What a shot from Taroco to the top corner. aZapatos, he read it well, just could not reach it. Inside the final 2 minutes. It's a slugfest back and forth. Taroco with some space here, full tank of boost. Not the greatest first touch, but he will recover it. Has the reset. Goes near posts. And it's good. That's very clean from aZapatos. stepping one way, showing his game plan, but then changing it at the last moment. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was a great shot and even better positioning from Taroco. I didn't expect that Zapatos would be able to get that on target. Oh! Now that was an incredible recovery. Taroco gets ahead of the ball, boosts backwards, gets the reset, and knocks it over top of Zapatos. That was very clean. Taroco's going to put in a ninth. Straightaway shot from the sidewall. Zapatos way ahead of that play. Was hoping for a bump, but that was just never going to happen. Wow, quick turn, quick shot. Zapatos back within one. Well done to absorb the 50. Taroco back in position to defend. Zapatos has won himself that midfield boost. He's got another full tank here, but he's got the full field to go. Good setup. Early reset, but Taroco with a preventative challenge, and that should be enough. Taroco moves on to match point. And man, I just want to say it again. That flip reset from Taroco was, that was insane. Sheesh. It's such a risky play when you decide to go for an aerial play and your initial takeoff pushes you ahead of the ball. More times than not, you will concede, and at the very least, you're probably not going to score. But Taroco was able to turn a bad situation into a favorable one. And as I'm yapping, Zapatos was put in his first for game number 4, hoping to push this series the length. Good discipline from Taroco. Ignoring that corner boost. Instead, playing the ball. Fully neutral kickoff there. Zapatos will pick up possession. And the midfield boost. Oh. A fairly standard flick. But enough power to zip right past Taroco. And Zapatos going to put in a third. Maybe a fourth. A quick recovery from Taroco will prevent it. Wow, Zapatos expecting a much higher air dribble from Taroco, and it never came. Taroco on a counterattack, puts in a third. We're tied up once more. Taroco shot off the crossbar and away. Oh, great patience from aZapatos. He actually botches the shot, but he will recover in time. And that all-in play will certainly leave him with too slow of a recovery to get back. Actually, he almost made it back. Taroco taking his time as he counterattacks. Nevertheless, he will get a fourth. He'll follow it up with a fifth. Just under 3 minutes to play. Taroco on a run here, puts in a sixth. Incredible power on that flick from aZapatos. He's going to put in a fourth after absorbing the challenge. He sees Taroco full speed ahead, diving forwards. Clinical kickoff from aZapatos. Early flip reset. And he's going to fake it once more. The flip reset fakes have been very effective for both players this evening. Big kickoff win once again for aZapatos. Great cut to pop that high. Forces Taroco to guess. He has to be prepared for the hook shot. But aZapatos popped it high, opted for an air roll shot. Now we're tied up. Closing in on the final 90 seconds. aZapatos spots the early challenge, knocks it around, and puts in a seventh. Game 4 has been one of runs. aZapatos off to a hot start. Taroco with a quick response, and now aZapatos with a reply of his own. 8-6. aZapatos. Wow, that was a great fake, and that's going to be a 10th. Oh, my goodness. That was beautiful from aZapatos. Another big kickoff win, probably an 11th. Jeez, man. What a tear. aZapatos very quickly turned things around. And it's going to be another. Taroco does well to dive back and bump aZapatos out of the way. Now he'll put in a 7th. Not completely over just yet. We've seen crazier things happen. desperate challenge from Taroco will make Zapatos' job quite easy. Just a standard front flip. Power shot from deep. Zapatos will put in a 13th. I can't believe I just said that, a 13th. I don't know that I've ever said that before with these matches. Have we gotten to the teens before? I don't think so. As the clock winds down, Zapatos will take game number 4. (14-7). Wow. Oh, you're all good, Cosmic. No sweat, brother. No sweat. Game 5. How does Taroco respond to the previous massacre? It realistically was only like a 60-second period that Zapatos went crazy. Outside of that, the game was fairly even. Zapatos had an early run, Taroco had an early run, and then there was about a minute and 15 period where Zapatos just went absolutely wild. Specifically on kickoffs, more than anything. He's going to start game number 5 off with a goal following a demo. Taroco will win the race to the boost and immediately respond. 1-1. Nice air dribble from Taroco. It's going to allow him to take the lead. And I know I saw a Twitch chat that said maybe Taroco likes kickoff practice. And unironically, I mean, he could have been just preparing for this next match. Just testing out different things. You know, ways to counteract what Zapatos is doing on kickoff. I think we're seeing a little bit more creativity from Taroco here in Game 5. And it is awarding him with at least possession. And as we saw there, an opportunity to score. He's up by 1. Oh, that's beautiful. Very well done by Taroco. Just keeps his eyes on the opponent. Zapatos did not want to back off and give space. Instead, chose to play aggressive and press the challenge. Taroco was one step ahead. A monster flick from Zapatos. And this is looking very similar to Game 1. We're just over a minute into game number 5. Already 7 goals on the board. Potentially an 8th here if Taroco can strike this with power. Yes, he does. Taroco with a clean setup. Has the flip reset. Brings it to the ground for a wave dash recovery. Maybe opting to play a little bit safer here as he has the lead. aZapatos with a flip reset. It is wide, but it bounces across the face of the net, and he's there for the rebound. He's back within one. That's frustrating. Taroco just gets a big challenge win in his own defensive corner. Directly on target. aZapatos poorly positioned. And he will pay the price. Quick reset from aZapatos. Ooh! A little bit of a carry afterwards. The follow-through of the dodge. Got a couple extra touches on this ball. Gonna lift it up over Taroco. And once again, aZapatos back within one. Taroco with a quick response. I mean, this is Kickoff Simulator. This is unbelievable. These guys are scoring at an unreal rate. Big dunk from aZapatos. Taroco's going to have to hustle back. He can't get there in time. Line it up once more. Another kickoff. aZapatos shot on target. He does have the boost advantage here. A little bit of an aggressive turn there. He's going to have to use that boost to get back to defense. But he does so effectively. Has possession. Tries an early flick, but Taroco will take over. Demo from aZapatos. Shot is on, and it's good. Minute 50 to play, and we're tied up at 7. aZapatos, aerial attempt from the side. Has the early reset, gets the outplay. A second reset, because why not? This time, aZapatos a bit greedy there. Wanted that midfield boost, and Taroco will punish. Whoa. Clean flick from aZapatos. Taroco does well to initially mess up the setup, but aZapatos strikes it with lots of power to the far side. 1:24 left to play. Taroco will win the race to the boost. And the early flick is all he needs. 9-9. This is crazy. A kickoff goal for aZapatos gives him his 10th. Ooh! Very slim margin for error there, but Taroco is up to the task. Saves that off his post. And somehow wins a 50-50 here in the midfield with no boost. While aZapatos is full, we've got 51 seconds on the clock, and we are tied up 10-10. Zapatos missed the boost. That's a critical mistake. Taroco secures the corner as well. Zapatos will have to back off. You know what's coming, the air dribble bump. And he can't land it, but he does get the recovery and the demo. Taroco turns and shoots for an 11th. Final 30 seconds. Zapatos wins the race to the boost. Full volley power shot to the far side, blocked away by Taroco. Final 15 seconds. Taroco not able to stretch and make contact on that, but he should be able to hold on to this. He's got all the boosts in the world. And only 5 seconds left. What a dangerous touch for Taroco! But he does manage to get goal side and secure the victory. What a series.